12th century, for instance, and call somebody, hey you, Byzantine, would you answer or not?
I think the answer is yes, because I don't think I'm coming here again, so I don't see everything I can.
Okay, so to make the long story short, the term Byzantine did not exist, but only after the 18th century AD. It is an invention of the scholars in the university to give the difference between what the Roman Empire was before and after Constantine the Great. So Constantine the Great is the starting point. Constantine the Great is the first Roman emperor who, in the end of his life, he was baptized Christian. Okay. And later, by the same time, he was the one to move the capital from Rome to the second capital, the new capital, Byzantium. That was an ancient Greek colony, and Byzantium becoming the capital of the Roman Empire, it took the name of Constantine. It became Constantinopolis. So pretty much later, the scholars, to distinguish between what the Roman Empire was before Constantine, a pagan Roman Empire, and what it became after Constantine, a Christian Roman Empire, they call the Christian Roman Empire of the East the Byzantine Empire. And the Byzantine Empire is influenced artistically by artists and painters that follow specific conventions in the depictions of the figures. I'm going to be focused today only to the Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary like that, you can see the same thing from the 8th century AD until today. So give us some space so that everybody can see the Virgin Mary. Would you approach, please, to see? Let's give the difference between what do you see in an Italian church. Have you been to Italy?
No.
Has anybody, do you know Michelangelo?
Yes.
Raffaello, Botticelli, Leonardo da Vinci. So painters like this, to paint a Madonna, they would have in the 14th and 15th century AD, in front of their eyes, a beautiful woman, a model, the top model of the 14th century. So a woman portraits for the painter that creates a religious painting with a beautiful woman, a very realistic woman with curves, with a beautiful body and with a beautiful face. Moreover, this beautiful woman holds a beautiful baby that has pinkish cheeks that we dream to do this one. Okay, this is a realistic painting of the Renaissance. On the contrary, the realism in the paintings of the Byzantine times here is completely different. Here we have a Madonna that says to us, no, you should not look at me as being a woman. I do not have anything belonging to a woman on me, because you cannot see my body, you cannot see I'm beautiful. I'm not an attractive woman to you. My garments cover all my body. I have a serene face because I'm a very calm woman, and I have to protect this person, and this person is neither an adult nor a child or a baby. If we can describe him, it would be described as a shrunk adult, having even a receding hairline here, so it is out of time, it is timeless. So these figures are surrounded by a golden leaf. The golden leaf presents the light of God. We don't have a spot of light like the sun here to create shadows. There are no shadows. And the ears of the figures are slightly bigger than the average because they want to hear as much as possible from the speech of God. The eyes are wide open so that they receive as much as possible from the light of God, and the mouths are closed because everything that needed to be told is already told by the speech of God. There are no statues in the churches of the East, of the Christianity, in the Byzantine churches, the way there exist statues in the Catholic Church in Italy, for example. Why? Because the idea we have about the God in this part of the world It is that the God must be distinguished from the real life. We are the statues. We get into the church representing the reality, and we get into a place that represents a transcendental world, a spiritual world that is going to lead us progressively to the heavens. This is the purpose of the Byzantine iconography in the east of Europe, and this is the east of Europe. This is the Christianity that we call Orthodox world, that we call the Byzantine painting. We won't go deeper. We will continue this conversation while seeing some monasteries in Meteora tomorrow afternoon. Okay. For the moment, I will show you the regard of this friend. He stares at me. Can you see him? Mm-hmm. Can you see him? He looks at you. Go there now. Mm-hmm. Go.
Mm-hmm. He's still looking.
He keeps on looking at you.
Right.
This may be the idea of the protection. What David was talking about in the bus is that how did you say? The providence of the God. But I can assure you that in the eyes of a child, it terrifies. I'm gonna talk to you about the story of the family. My son is 16. When he was 8, he came back from school terrified. He hadn't done his homework, and there was a test in English language. So he wanted to cheat in the exams. So he wanted to change seats. But he came very nervous at home, and he said, I couldn't cheat, I couldn't change even seats, because everywhere I used to sit, he kept staring at me. And I said, who? The teacher? No, Jesus. Because in the classrooms, in the Greek classroom, over the desk of the teachers, there is always a picture like that, and the children feel that they are always followed by the view of Jesus to protect them and also to prevent them from cheating in the exams. That's a good story.
Yeah. Very good.
We wander in this place without seeing the pictures. I explained before. I told you the story of the presence of Paul here. We see him reclining on the rocks in Asia Minor, in Troas, and suddenly he sees the vision of the Macedonian soldier appearing in front of him to invite him in Macedonia. So he comes to Macedonia, and the first step is to arrive in Neapolis and Philippi, to cross the city, and to join the group of women by the river Zygaktis, to stroll in the streets of the ancient city of Philippi, and to be followed by the girl possessed by the spirit of the python, to order the spirit of the python to come out of her. So she was healed, and this is the reason why Paul was kept in prison over there, and suddenly an earthquake took place, the gate was open, the gardener of the prison wanted to commit suicide, but he was saved by Paul, and he was also baptized, and later Paul and his escort, Timothy and Silas, followed the magistrates to get out of the city and to go to Thessaloniki. This is a very nice depiction of the story I talked to you about, depicted in the modern church.
It's the Philippian jailer.
The jailer is here, on his knees in front of Paul.
And his whole household are saved.
Okay.